Hi, myself Praful Ranjan and this is Digital Signal Processing Laboratory Experiment 5. IIR filter design using pole zero placement method. In this experiment, we have to design low pass, high pass, band pass and band stop filter using the pole zero placement method. And for each of the specifications are given in the question. And so let's move. First of all, what is pole zero placement method? So pole zero placement method is control design method in which we place poles and zeros close to the frequency which is determined by our system requirement by setting a control gain k. The following facts are used while designing a factor. This is the location of poles and zeros affect the frequency response of character of the system, and also locate poles near points of the unit circle corresponding the frequency to be emphasized. Place zero poles near the frequency to be different or attenuated. And the constraint, these are the constraint for real filter for a stable filter. We need to all poles should be placed inside the unit circle for ensuring the filter to be stable. However, zeros can be placed anywhere in the z plane. And for real filter coefficients, all complex poles and zeros must occur in complex conjugate pair in order for the filter coefficient to be real. And these are some limitation for pole zero placement method. For like practically, the pole zero placement method has good performance when the band pass and band stop filters have very narrow bandwidth requirement. So like if you will put high bandwidth, then it is not going to work accurately. So for more accuracy, we need to narrow the bandwidth requirement. Similarly, the low pass and high pass filter have either very low cutoff frequency close to the DC or very high cutoff frequency close to the holding frequency. So now what is cutoff frequency? A cutoff frequency corner, it is also known as corner frequency or break frequency, is a boundary in a system's frequency response at which energy flowing through the system begins to reduce rather than passing through. So like we put a value that it should be more than that, and if less than that it is attenuating. So correspondingly we can get the values of frequencies. Now let's move to the question. This is the first of all we have to design the low pass filter whose specifications are given like below. So what is first order low pass filter? So a low pass filter is a filter that passes signals with a frequency lower than a selected cutoff frequency and attenuates signals with frequency higher than the cutoff frequency. So these are the calculations. We need to first calculate the constant alpha, and for that we need to first check the fc should be less than fs by 4, and for our case this is satisfying. So we will calculate alpha. After that we will calculate k, and by placing in the transfer function we will get the transfer function. And similarly if we will put e to the power j omega in transfer function, we will get the frequency response. And now as we know, h of z is nothing but y of z divided by x of z. So using the same fact we can derive the differential equation. So this is the difference equation for that. Now in this one I have this is the MATLAB code. So here it is for low pass filter. I am giving the x input from the main code which I have attached below. So now I am plotting from 0 to pi, and this is h which I have calculated from above equations, and these are zeros and poles, and these are the plots. So let's see the plot. Here we can see that the magnitude response of the filter, low pass filter, is attenuating after that, after some point. Like we will put let's put the cutoff 0 3 dB. So after this frequency, the all should be 0. We can see that after that it is attenuating. Like we can choose any cutoff frequencies. After that it will be attenuate. So in initial frequencies, low frequency, it is giving one magnitude. After that it is decreasing. And this is the phase response of the LP filter. We can see there is, as it is low pass filter first order, so there are one poles and one zero. Similarly, first order high pass filter, it is the component of low pass filter. So in this one we can say that it passes the signal with a frequency higher than the certain cutoff frequency and attenuates signal with frequency lower than the cutoff frequency. Similarly, we have calculated as above. These are the transfer function and this is the frequency response, and similarly I have calculated the difference equation as above, and the codes are also similar, like just I have changed the equations of h omega, and the graph I have got is like this. We can see that the cutoff frequency was very low. Yeah, it is 1 hertz. So less than 1 hertz, it is coming almost zero. We can say that it is zero, and after that it is giving one, like high pass filter. It is working as high pass filter, which the cutoff frequency is 1 hertz, and this is the phase response for the same. We can see that the phase response is decaying after that. And for a high pass filter, as it is their difference is very low, 1 hertz, so the pole and zeros comes closer, very close to each other. The third one is a second order band pass filter is required to satisfy the following specification. In this one we have to design a band pass filter. So let first see the definition of band pass filter. A band pass filter is an electronic device or circuit that allows signal between two specific frequencies to pass out the discriminates against signal at other frequencies. So like we have to design two frequencies, cutoff frequencies like FC1 and FC2. So in between the frequency FC1 and FC2, it will give amplify to the input signal, and other attenuates like less than FC1 and FC greater than FC2, it will attenuate the magnitude response. So in this way we are given these values, and from that we can calculate the r, the constant r, and similarly we can gain a scale factor we can calculate from these equations. And similarly if we will put the values, then we will get h of z transfer function, and this is the frequency response. If we will put e to the power j omega, then we will get this into transfer function. And using the same fact, h of omega is equal h of z is equal to y of z is equal divided by x of z, we can get the difference equation. Like we will multiply this cross multiplication y of z into this one, then we can get the difference equation using the z transform and inverse z transform. This is MATLAB code. So in this one also I have plotted from 0 to pi, and the equation I have written from above, and these are the poles and zeros I have calculated from the h of z, which can be easily calculated. So and in this one I am passing the values of y, which is band pass filter, giving the output of y using difference equation. So the plot is coming like this. And one more thing, I am returning the value of y to the main function, where I will plot the ECG and PPG value outputs. For the signal ECG and PPG, I will plot these values. And so we can say the magnitude response for this one, it is increasing. Like for some values cutoff frequency, if we will take the two frequencies, then at that frequency it is giving the max amplifying values, and for less than that and greater than that it is attenuating. We can see that there is two, as it is two second order, so there are two poles and two zeros also. So we can see that the pole and zeros, one pole and zeros are close to each other, and yeah, that is we can see from the equations. Yeah, bandwidth is very low, like 3 dB 14 hertz, so it is coming less than, like it will be only for 14 hertz. Okay, and this, the last but not least, we have second order notch filter. So in this one specifications are provided. So let to first define what is notch filter. So it is also known as band stop filter. Like that one, the above one is band pass filter. So and this one is band stop. In that one, from fc1 to fc2 it was passing the values, amplifying the value, but here it will stop that values and all values should be amplified, or it is also known as reject filter. So what is its definition? It is defined as a device that rejects or blocks the transmission of frequencies within a specific frequency ranges and allows frequency outside the range. So these are the values which I have calculated. R is this one. So I have put the values from the given specifications, and I got the R is equal to 0.965. And using the same formula, theta is equal to f naught by fs into 360, I got the theta is equal to 50 degree. And now I have calculated the gain scale factor for the band stop filter, and I got 0.967. The same thing I have used in transfer function and got the transfer function. For frequency response, I have put the value of e to the power z omega, z is equal to e to the power j omega, and got the values. Now from for difference equation, I have used the same concept as first I have calculated the converted into Z transform. It is already converted into Z form transform. After that I have taken the inverse Z transform, and this is the band stop filters code. So I have written the same thing as ever. I have just used the these calculated values and equations in the code, and I have subplotted them, and this is the output which I have which I am returning. So let's move to the plot. We can see magnitude response of the band stop filter. It is for some values, like for a given a specific bandwidth, it is attenuating the values, and after that it is increasing for right side also, and left side also it is amplifying. And this is the frequency response of the same. For this one it is going zero, and this side also is going zero. And we can see that as the values are very closer, so these poles and zeros comes closer also. It correspondingly it's come like it was 0 point something, it's 7 now, yeah, 0.6425. So these are the value. Now now here I have plotted the different filter output for ECG and PPG, which we have been provided by the Narendra sir. So I have taken one ECG which is noise free, and one ECG which have some noises. And similarly for PPG, I have taken two signals, one with noise and another with noise free. So this is the commented which I have loaded for. Now I am calling the function which I have written above, low pass filter, which will return the output of the signal with x, and x is nothing but the loaded value of the ppg noise one file which have already been provided. And similarly I have calculated called for high pass filter, band pass filter, and band stop filter. So this will be stored into correspondingly y1, y2, y3, and y4. Now first I have plotted the input signal, and after that I have plotted the values for all the signals. So this is for ECG without noise. So we can see that it was input signal and output signal for low pass filter. So in this one we can see that for low pass this is giving the high values, like you can see there here. Output signal for high pass filter, it is giving like this one. For high it is passing, and this is the output signal for band pass filter, and similarly it is for output signal for band stop filter. So it will stop the values corresponding to the frequencies. As it is not frequency, it is like samples, so we cannot observe properly. And this is for ECG noise. This is input signal. It is for low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, and band stop filter. Similarly for ppg signal, we can observe that this is the input signal, and this is the for low pass filter, and this is for high pass filter. and output signal for band pass filter. This is the band pass filter, and this band stop filter. Similarly, this is for PPC noise. Now let's move to the observation. What we have observed. So poles zeros of the system decide the nature of the system, and the pole zero placement method give a clear idea for designing the system by placing the poles or zero closer to the required frequencies we have, which we have already seen. Now, next one is the same fact which I have discussed above, used in the above four filters. Like we have designed low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, and band stop filter. And we observed also that for the given the corresponding frequency, like for low pass filter, it is at, amplifying for low frequency. For high pass filter, it is amplifying for more than a for cutoff more than that cutoff frequency. For band pass filter, there will be two frequencies FC1 and FC2. For that values, it will amplify the values. And similarly for band stop filter, it will stop in that FC1 and FC2. And I observed that the placing is zero at a frequency, the magnitude response of the system attenuate close to the frequency. While placing a pole at a frequency, the magnitude response of the system get amplified close to the corresponding frequency. Yeah, that is we have used in the filtering design. So after that, filtering through band stop filter, notches of the input signal is removed and output is smoothened. We have seen here that this is like it is more smoothing. We can see here in this one. Now, second order filter is making output more smoother than the first order, and it has two cutoff frequencies. In short, we have said that okay, we can say that like we have seen here, there will be two cutoff frequencies for two zeros and two poles for the second order filter. Now, for controlling the gain of the filter, we need to decide control gain factor K, which is used in transfer function. Yeah, which the specification given will decide the gain factor K, and we have calculated above the same things. Placing a zero close to the pole cancels the effect of the pole and vice versa. Thank you.